Scene, Dr. Adams' office. Mrs. Nguyen is sitting on the examination table after her checkup. Dr. Adams looks at her medical report with a serious expression. Dr. Adams: Mrs. Nguyen, I've reviewed your test results, and I want to discuss something important with you. Mrs. Nguyen: Oh, is everything okay, doctor? Dr. Adams: Well, I noticed some irregularities in your heart function. Your ECG shows an abnormal rhythm, and your blood pressure is higher than it should be. Have you been experiencing any symptoms like shortness of breath, dizziness, or chest pain? Mrs. Nguyen: Now that you mention it, I have felt short of breath sometimes, especially when I walk upstairs. I thought it was just because I was getting older. Dr. Adams: It's good that you mentioned that. While aging does play a role, these symptoms suggest that your heart may not be pumping blood as efficiently as it should. I also see from your blood work that your cholesterol levels are high. This increases your risk of heart disease. Mrs. Nguyen: Oh no? Is it serious? Dr. Adams: It's not something to panic about, but we do need to take it seriously. If we don't manage this now, it could lead to complications like heart failure or a heart attack in the future. The good news is that we caught it early, and there are steps we can take to control it. Mrs. Nguyen: What do I need to do, doctor? Dr. Adams: First, I'm going to refer you to a cardiologist for further tests. including an echocardiogram to see how your heart is functioning. In the meantime, we need to make some immediate lifestyle changes. Mrs. Nguyen. Okay, I'm listening. Dr. Adams, your diet will be the first big change. You need to cut back on salty and fatty foods, less fried food, processed snacks, and red meat. Instead, focus on fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins like fish and chicken. Mrs. Nguyen, that sounds tough, but I'll try. Dr. Adams, I know it's a big adjustment, but it's necessary. You also need to start exercising regularly, nothing too intense, just a 30-minute walk every day to keep your heart strong. Mrs. Nguyen, I don't exercise much, but I suppose I can start walking. Dr. Adams, that's a great start. Another critical thing is your stress levels. High stress can make heart problems worse. Do you have a lot of stress in your daily life? Mrs. Nguyen. Yes, I take care of my grandchildren and work part-time. Some days are really exhausting. Dr. Adams, that could be contributing to your high blood pressure. Try finding ways to relax. Maybe meditation, deep breathing, or even just taking breaks when you feel overwhelmed. Mrs. Nguyen, I'll try, but what about medication? Do I need to take any? Dr. Adams, for now, I'm going to prescribe medication to lower your blood pressure and cholesterol. But remember, medicine alone won't fix the problem. You need to follow the lifestyle changes as well. Mrs. Nguyen, I understand. Will this problem ever go away completely? Dr. Adams, it depends on how well we manage it. If you stay consistent with these changes, we can control it and prevent it from getting worse. Some people even see improvement over time. But if we ignore it, it could become a bigger issue. Mrs. Nguyen, I see. Thank you for explaining everything, doctor. I'll do my best. Dr. Adams, that's the right attitude. I'll schedule a follow-up in a month to see how you're doing. And if you feel any chest pain, dizziness, or worsening shortness of breath, call me immediately or go to the emergency room. Mrs. Nguyen, I will, doctor. Thank you so much. Dr. Adams, you're welcome. Take care, and let's work together to keep your heart healthy.